Okay
Namaste.
then. Namaste, good. You're early, you're early. You got a whole minute again. Yeah, a whole 60 seconds.
Okay.
Wow, you look amazing. You are glowing. What did you
Oh,
do?
stop it. You're so
So,
kind.
I have a surprise for you.
Oh, no.
The surprise is that we're going to have an extra host. So, first thing first, let me move you to the big box. Right? So you're the big box. So everybody's going to see you, but we're going to have a special host, providing the person arrives on time.
Okay.
But whenever that person does, yeah,
Okay.
we will have them. So yeah. So give me
Okay.
1 second. Let's see if I can locate the individual.
Okay.
So how was your day?
Is being lovely. Is being a very positive day.
Sorry.
Yeah. It's been great. I had a great morning with my son, a great week with my son. And then, thank you, you guys. I appreciate you. Then I was able to, do the work. I'm always doing the work, put in the work. And then I had a beautiful meditation. I got
Okay,
great.
so nice. So my guess is my guest host is here, so I can pull.
Okay. Oh, who is going to be? Mama Moody.
Hello, beautiful goddess.
So Nella, have you met Humble? Humble, have you met Nella?
I have.
Lovely, beautiful, beautiful. So without further ado, let's get this rolling. So good night, everyone. Namaste, vanakkam, and welcome to the 14th edition, the 14th, 1-4 edition of the Round Table, where tonight my guess is that hot chicken, that hot caliente, hot spice, hot paprika, Nella, aka Venus Solarium. My dear, it has been a minute. I have watched you since the minute you popped up on my lives and told me namaste. I have followed you and watched everything. There was a lot of stuff of you that I found very profound, very passionate. The way that you did stuff. It's like, she seems like a very in tune, very positive, very focused person. Your messages was something that was very on point with me, because with each message I got a little piece of you, or the people, the community got a little piece of you. And I know that you mentioned your sister. And that night when you did you mentioned your sister, I went behind your back and I called her. I was like, Humble, I need a help. I got a favor. I need a favor. I need a favor. She's like, what? It's like, I got Nella on the round. She's like, cool. Would you be willing? And trust me, she was more than when she was overjoyed. She was humble to be doing this. So we got it here. We got her too. So Humble, my dear, my sweet, my love, my sister, thank you for accepting and doing this.
Thank you.
All right?
It's an honor and a privilege to be here with such divine beings, and truly my privilege.
Lovely, beautiful. So the way this is going to go, if you haven't had an idea, which I think you should, because on my last live with Pika, when John dropped, you were there and you did a marvelous job. So I would more or less kind of keep the basic questions about her upbringing and whatever and so forth. You can build off of those, or you could ask something that comes to your particular basically because you would have known her, something that you feel that you want to ask her, right? And based on what you ask her, was that?
Nope. I'm not using any playbooks. This is just me and my sister. I'm gonna let it flow.
Nice, lovely, beautiful. I could roll with that. I could definitely. I just hope the guests can deal with it. And mind you, she's on camera, so we are going to see her cry. So, Nella, my dear, I want to speak to the person behind it, Nella, behind Venus. I want to speak to that particular person about your upbringing, where your upbringing and so forth, and such. I know that we had a little conversation where certain things that you don't have to bring into the public domain. So right, so we're going to go from that point. So a little bit about your background, like which part you live, and how did your spirituality or awakening come about?
Okay, cool. So, first of all, thank you so much for having me here. Such
Not a
an
problem.
honor. Thank you for this space. And then I'm just creating a container to keep everyone protected and safe. So I'm very comfortable sharing who I am and everything. So I was born in Costa Rica in Central America.
Mm-hmm.
I grew up with a single mother, a sister. Then moved to United States. Moved to United States like 22 years ago. My life has been, since I was a child, very early, grab things, move. Grab your things, move. Single mother, struggle. She was always working. She was playing being the mother, being the father, and I needed it to be there for myself and for my sister because I'm the oldest one. I had been a caretaker all my life. If I was not taking care of myself or my sister, I did taking care of my grandmother and my grandfather. My grandmother had a broken hip. She got dementia. My grandfather, he suffered from alcoholism, and he ended up having a stroke, so he couldn't move. We live renting houses in a very tiny home. I was homeless very early with my mom and my sister too. Then living like in really poor houses and surviving in survival mode. And it just got really dark for me really early in life. There are a lot of changes, lack of stability. I was surrounded by a lot of people with deep pain. My family, there was pain everywhere, and there was lots of people being very angry. There was a lot of verbal abuse, intentional, consciously or unconsciously, right? It was just a whole thing. It was very unhealthy. So I experienced, rejection early, abandonment, everything you name it, I have experienced it. So that's my name is Marianela, by the way, Marianela. So, I've been a caretaker, moving, surrounded by instability, struggle, surviving, single mother. Then I ended up here in the United States. I did not see my mom. I didn't see my mom for like 7 years because she came here before me. Then I reunited with her here in the United States. And that just kind of, am I doing well? Just let me know.
No, you're doing well. You're doing well.
Okay,
You're doing perfect.
okay,
You're doing perfect.
okay, because I'm such a storyteller that I can just go and do the whole thing.
That you're doing perfect. Tonight is your night. No, tonight is your night. You are this. You are the more or less the guest tonight. You are the spectacle. You are that shining star tonight. So, wherever you lead us, we will go.
Okay, so that's like my I think my first years there's more to the drama, but we just want to keep it there where it's just, I know poverty, I know struggle, I know survival, Then, growing up, I went into partying like a rock star kind of life. Did the whole
Yeah.
thing, very, very rebellious, very rebellious, very rebellious,
All right.
but also packed with so many responsibilities so early that I didn't have time to do other things the children will be doing because I was cleaning, I was cooking, I was taking care of myself. My sister. I don't know how I went to school. I don't know how to graduate. I don't know. To be honest with you, I'm like, how did I just make it here? And it's just like kind of one of those things where you being there for yourself and
Mm-hmm.
surviving. And I guess I'm intelligent, and I made it all the way. Then yeah, I moved to United States. I moved to United States. I meet my mom after like 7 years of not seeing her. She's recently married, and now here I am in this country. I felt this small. I knew a little bit of English, and so I was in Virginia, in Charlottesville, Virginia. And then I said, things started to get very conflicted with my mom, and I moved to Charlotte, North Carolina. I was working on construction. I work in construction. I I was cleaning trash around houses of construction houses. I was carrying, just as a helper. I remember it was winter, it was cold as hell, and I'm like, I come from the jungle, like this is painful. I work putting floors, insulation. I am someone like when you ask me who is Nela, I am someone who I do what needs to be done. I know what is to come to this country, not know English, go and go into ESL classes, study at night vocabulary to go to work in a restaurant, in the kitchen, in the front. I'm always asking questions. I'm always learning something. I'm ahead of the game. I I ask questions. You know what I mean? I do what I need to do, and I didn't know how to drive. So I was taking on the bus. I was studying by myself. I was working. I, like I said, I work on construction. I work in restaurants. I work in the kitchen. I work in a Latino restaurant. I went from I'm not staying in this Latino restaurant speaking Spanish. I came here to get English. So I said I'm taking myself into an English speaking restaurant. I go the first time. They say no, your English is not very well. I went into depression. I said, oh yeah, I'm not good enough. So I'm the kind of person you tell I'm not good enough. I'm gonna go and study more, and and then you're gonna see me again. So there's some kind of stubbornness about me, that is the polarity. I can use it to get things done, and this is the beauty about me, right? I learned all of this from my mother. I learned it from my mother. My mom, that even when we end up homeless, and my mom had not just like chill out and wait for the government to come and fix her life. My mom didn't wait or complain, going to anyone. My mom is like, okay, this is what I need to do. This is what it needs to be done. She had to leave us with her family and move from one town to a city. And I guess, this is why I'm very flexible too, right? You go where you need to go, you do what you need to be done. Um, and so, yeah, here in the United States, I went from being rejected from that the first time to going to a restaurant to one day having the owners of the restaurant come into a restaurant. I was accepted and I was bartending, and then they say, hey, we would like to offer you a job. So, and then I went back to a restaurant I was rejected as an assistant manager.
Wow. Wow.
My stories are like that. My stories are of a person who has the balls to say things that people don't say, even in jobs, to the owners and to the managers. And then they see something in me that they said, I want you working with me. And so I have been moved from the kitchen to the front of a restaurant into you have the keys of the restaurant because you are truthful, because you care, because it's about, I'm all about integrity. Who is Nela? Who is the person behind Venus Solarium Nela Maat? I'm a human being that knows what is to work to get things done. I know what is to survive. I know what is to like be all lost in life and do all of the things right too. So nobody can just trick me, right? I know addictions. I know what is to do the things right that we do when we're young. I also am a mother. I am passionate. I am so freaking caring. I now live my life in devotion. So who am I today? I walk the path of devotion. I'm here to be at service. I'm someone I care deeply. I'm super sensitive. I enjoy solitude. I'm always studying. I'm always learning new skills. I'm always doing something to move forward. I'm devoted to be there for my child too. I'm devoted to be there for my child. Those who I take as my family, as my close friends, because I am very particular too. I'm very selective, not out of anything, but because I'm here with a purpose. I want to leave a legacy. What is that gonna look like? I don't know. But then, it's just I like to be surrounded with people who want to move forward and get things done. And I like to be inspired. And I'm very artistic. I'm always dancing. I love music. I am someone super playful and fun, but I also love deep conversation. I need mental stimulation. I like to be challenged and I like to challenge people. So there's many aspects to me, right? Yeah, I'm a mother, I'm a lover, I'm a rebellious. Yeah, I have a deep relationship with the divine mother, with the Shakti, with the earth. I freaking I have so much love and I care for people. I care, man. I care. And this is why I'm doing everything that I'm doing. So yes, this is me.
Wow. Beautiful, beautiful. I love that you shared all that. And sweetie, you didn't go off. You didn't go off thing. Everything that you shared is so wonderful, and I appreciate that you did share all that you're sharing, because you give us that understanding. There's new meaning to who you are and everything. And I love all the things that you shared, because you are showing us that in this world, however cold or cruel it could be, once you keep focus, once you can persevere, once you have a goal in hand, once you have faith, you can move mountains, you can be wherever you want, you can go where, and I love that. But we'll come back to that. We'll come back more into that. I want to go across to Humble now. Let she ask a question that she may want to ask.
Hello, love.
Hi, baby. Laugh. Laugh.
Sorry, hold on. I'll turn this on. I know you like to see.
I like to see.
I know. Okay, so my first question is what do you need in your community, from the people that show up for you, from the people that you care about, that care about you? What is it that you need from us to feel supported in what you're doing, to feel not just, hey, I love you, I care about you, and it's talk? What do you need to experience from us, and how can we best show up for you?
I feel that at this point, that those that I have connected with are already doing it, like Tantra Child, right? He having me here, this is the support I need. When you call me and I have ideas and I want to get things on, you have always been there. You know what I mean? So I feel that what I need at this point is for you guys to to support me when it comes to the things I'm sharing here. You know what I mean? I feel that my emotional relationship, my connections are very private, and we already have that, right? But when it comes to the community and TikTok, I feel that what I need is people supporting what I share. And true, you know what I mean? Is it really a need? No, because it's not really a need, right? It would be nice to have more support, because I feel that sometimes, yeah, people are not showing up. I feel that also, some people are more distracted in drama posts and things like that. And like, why am I here, like posting things that are very uplifting, very positive, very helpful, and yeah, it's not to force my content or the things I do, but I feel that there's I think that we need to be move with more intention in our communities. That we need to be more intentional and say, all right, so we have like Afro, we have Tantra Shai, we have you, we have many of us who have really rich information and things, and we are not really showing up and sharing it. And so what we need is like more intention. Like, let's move with more intention and support those who are doing this, who are sharing things that are meaningful, instead of sharing other things that are like they lack value, and they like, what are we doing? So I feel that there is this connection. It's just based on who I am and what I would like to see within the community, right? More support for those that are not yet there, because at the end of the day, those who are like stepping right now, some of us, right, we will be there for you. We want to be there for you. So I feel like there's a kind of lack of reciprocity and maybe misalignments of values. And so this cannot be forced, but I'm very honest, and I'm very, I'm forward. So I'm just going to say how it is. Yeah.
No, I love that. And I appreciate it too. So showing up for one another here, if there's content that you're posting that somebody feels inclined to engage with, then like and share, hit the follow, share it with somebody else, make a comment, things like that help with the algorithm. And one thing that I've noticed in communities like this is that we talk about supporting each other, but there isn't a lot of walking that out. So like, I have a friend who has a coffee truck. And I don't go to her and be like, hey, I want to get a free coffee truck, drink. I go to her and I think, oh my gosh, she's doing what she's meant to do. And she has a business that she's running. That's the first thing I want to put my investment, my energy in, my resources into, those types of things, because that's the reciprocity, right? If you put it in, you receive something back from that. And is that something that would be beneficial to you in supporting, what you're doing? Do you have services and products that you're offering right now in order to support the spiritual growth of the collective in ways that your gift is inclined for? And how can they best show up and support that if they have a need, or your service or your product supports that?
Exactly. So because I'm always an eagle hawk. I'm the eagle and I'm the hawk, and I'm watching the collective, and I see what's going on here. Then you start to look at, why are we feeding and sharing drama, and our attention is somewhere else. We need to come back and say, what is it that we need within the community, that we need to get posts moving, that this is part of the being a community. Yes, exactly, teamwork, right? And like, but for that to happen, we need to get clear about what are we here for. We call ourselves a family, community, spiritual community. I love you, so I love you everywhere, right? But let's move with intention, because where you're placing your attention, your focus, this is what this is for, by the way. Where you're taking your focus and your intention and your attention, that's what you're feeding. So we need people in the spiritual community to let's get in alignment with our values, and know that when you are showing up for those who are kind of, getting out there, that you are in true supporting yourself, because then it will be your time. So I'm here for this, but anyways, I'm here for the real, like the community, the tribe, like let's make shit happen, but we need to move with intention. We need to We need to get in positions, of attack, this is that's community. It's a strategy and it's alignment of values. What are we going? What are we gonna do? Who is showing up? How can we support them? Then we send the first group, go. Then till other people are getting prepared, then we send the next one. You know what I mean? So this is what I feel that we need. It's a need for all of us. That's so funny.
Yes.
Wow.
All right. So Tantra, I feel like I've gotten this ball rolling, my friend. I'm gonna
No,
give it
you
back over to
trust
you.
me. You hit it running. I mean, you did say you're going against the grain, and trust me, you hit it running. I love where you went with this. I honestly love what you went with because what Nella said is something that all of us, not just some of us, all of us needed to hear because it is a truth. It is truth in every aspect. We have people that are contributing, doing stuff for the community, for people by large, and we are not supporting. All right, let's look at what Nella is doing, all this stuff that she every day this woman gets up and almost like between 5 to 9 videos you will see popping up, be it Instagram, Facebook, TikTok. She's putting out messages there and she's doing the work. Okay, let's look at my good friend, my brother, the spoiled brat. His accomplishment, what he did. He posted up his first volume of his book, the work that he'd been putting in, the efforts that he'd been putting for how many years. He hit his first landmark where the first volume is out, right? The Nameless One. That is our accomplishment. People who have been studying, doing things, and making that effort. Humble you have redefined who you are. You have been around people that didn't resonate with you. They troubled your water. You drifted from them. You went on your journey of chopping wood, toting water. You found yourself, you resettled, and you found your purpose, and you stuck with it. And today you are far more a different person. And I can say that because of the first question you asked. Trust me, this is a different Humble. This is not the Humble I met, the little nice, sweet little girl I met about a year or so. This is someone who is determined, who has eyes of a hawk, and she is ready. She's ready for it. However you come, she's ready. She's not going to shy away. She's ready to put down. And this is what, there are people doing stuff. We have people like Astro. Astro does his stuff every day, teaching the masses about the stars. We have Bren. We have Alien T, bringing people together and talking about different things of nature that brings us together. And these are the individuals that we need to support. These are the individuals that we need to more or less get behind because they are doing things for the collective. They are doing things for the community, right? They don't ask no one for nothing. They do the work, they do everything. So I love where this is going. I honestly love where this is going. Right? This is going to be one of my best lives, and I love it so far. So with that being said, right, sweetie, take us to your awakening. Where did it all begin? What was your journey when your awakening began? How was it?
Okay, so I was not aware at first that I was going through mini awakenings. When the divine is kind of getting you into alignment and you go through like tower moments and you find yourself shifting your life, shifting your diet, leaving a relationship, leaving a job, blah, blah, blah. Anyways, with my pregnancy, 7 years ago, so I was told I couldn't have kids very early in my life because I struggled with hormonal imbalances and polycystic ovaries. And so I was told really early in my life that I was probably not going to be able to bring babies to this world. And
Right.
so that fed my depression right there. Anyway, just adding so you guys understand where I come from, right? So I was already freaking depressed, feeling unworthy as a woman, I cannot have kids, men are not going to love me, all of the stories. All right, anyways. So at this point in my life, I have made peace with that. And I am recently married. I got married. I had no idea I was pregnant. So I got married, and then I come to find out I have to return my dress the next day because I was pregnant. But how am I pregnant if I cannot get pregnant because it's been so many years and they told me I can have babies? So that's where my awakening started to kick in. When I realized, when I not realized, when I find out that I was pregnant, that was the start of my awakening. At this point, I have been already meditating, so I had like 9 years meditating, doing meditations. You know, I was realizing that I was connecting and I was seeing things and why not. But with my pregnancy, everything kicked in, and that was when everything started to everything came online. So I don't know where I go through my pregnancy. I go through all my survivals. Here I am. I don't want to bring a child to this world, and I'm like fighting my own self. I'm going through depression, the pregnancy, the acceptance, and then all right, I went through that. That was 2017. 2018, I settled with having the kid, and then one day I say I need to go to the mountains in North Carolina. I need to go to the mountains in North Carolina. I need to go. I need to go. So I end up going, and I find myself in the mountains in North Carolina by myself in a retreat. It's a Hindu retreat. And the silent meditation, we'll do all kind of things. Not silent meditation, not talking, silence, and all of that stuff. But here I am in the mountains, and that night I got a massage with like honey, like warm honey, and why not? And I told the lady, something is going on with me. I don't know what's happening. I feel like I'm going crazy. And I couldn't finish the massage, and I went into the room. And I play meditation music, I remember, and I start crying. I don't know where an energy entered through my feet and took over my body and exploded it. And it got me cracked open, but at this point I'm in sorrow. I am grieving. I am in distress. I'm screaming. And its energy was moving through me, and then I was here surrounded by other dimensional beings in Ascended Master Buddha Chora. Golden Buddha was there. Like Golden Buddha was there. And then I start to receive downloads of golden Sanskrit, walls of golden Sanskrit, like those movies where God comes and start writing on things with fire and golden, and it just like the room was alive, man. The room was alive. Buddha was there, the Lord Ganesha was there, the Virgin Mary, and all of these beings, and Baphomet, and all kind of things. And then it was just like they were there, and they were sending information into me. And I thought I was tripping. I was crazy. I was grieving. I was screaming. This thing was so intense. I don't want to go through it again. It brought me to the point of like, am I losing my mind? Because am I making this up? Is it that I'm going loco? Am I going loco? Am I going to end up in a hospital because I'm losing my shit? What's happening? But that was like the start of my awakening. I scheduled to be there in that room for 2 days because I had my son. But then I started staying 5 days because I couldn't come back home. Then I was being contacted by other dimensional beings, and I was also remembering. It was pictures. The divine grabbed me, and there were pictures of past life and other lives, and then my ancestors. And I was a monk, and my master showed up, my guru showed up, Asian. I was a monk, and he was there, and I was like, it was crazy because it was so intense, you guys. Because it's like your consciousness is like Marianela I'm watching myself experiencing this and listening to the conversation. And so I was experiencing what is to be experiencing my multidimensionality, the truth of who I am. And it was scary. It was scary because then I said, now who am I going to tell this? Who am I going to tell this? How? Well, obviously, I'm married. I want to tell the person that I'm married to. And what if they're going to take me to go somewhere because they think I'm crazy? Because it sounds crazy. It makes sense. It sounds crazy. This is not real. You know what I mean? So, anyways, 5 days, I stayed there. I come back home and I start to open my mouth little by little about being, and the opening didn't stop there. There I was, every night I was being, I was seeing goes to other dimensions. I see spirits, a spirit moving, a spirit contacting me, little children, angels, archangels, like till today. Till today. Now I know how to navigate and everything. But at first it was like everything, it was alive. There is more to life, and I was able to see everything. And then the ancestral healing started it, where I've been healing past lives and remembering tragic deaths that I have, so many. And it's being, and then I start to channel sacred geometry, Sanskrit that I remember. You have seen me, you guys, you see my things. How do I know that? Do you think I'm just, I'm not making it up. I'm channeling. Then I'm connecting to the trees and the earth and I'm connecting, and then I'm receiving information from the mother, from Chakti. Then Chakti show up, and then all this. Oh my goodness, everybody, man. And the whole spirit world showed up, and that cousin, I end up divorced. Hello. I end up divorced because it's understandable that my ex thought that I was local, that I became a fanatic, that I was crazy. Then I got into star seeds and aliens and all of that, and I was talking about it, and I was seeing them, and then I end up divorced and taken to court. I was taken to court because they were saying that I was, emotionally unstable and crazy. So I end up in court. They confront me. I say, I'm not gonna lie, because this is about the divine. This is not that it's a little lie. I'm not gonna lie. If I have to, I left everything. I left the big house with the diamond, the dream, the husband, the child, and I give it to the divine. I said, I offer you this because it's not mine, and let it be what it needs to be. And I went to court, and yeah, it's being held. It's being held, but I manifested it. so yeah, it's intense. It's crazy.
Wow. Beautiful, beautiful. One, thank you for sharing that, because I know that story is resonating with a lot of people, because for many individuals, their journey is not always a healthy one. They do go through a lot of stuff, and you show them that, if I can use this line, only when the coals is put under pressure, it becomes a diamond. And you have showed them all the things that you were going through, all the physical, the mental, and whatever happened. You persevered. Look at the experiences that you have had. Look at the things that, all the different portals or the dimensions that was open to you to have all these things downloaded. People might say, okay, that's like the Matrix. Yeah, it may sound like the Matrix, but there are individuals that is among us, many individuals that are among us that have had these experiences. There are individuals that are among the younger ones. And I love and I respect you so much, and I'm humbled that you are sharing this, because what you just explained, you're reaching out to the younger ones who are struggling, that do not know what to do, that they themselves are thinking that they're going out of their mind because they're being touched, they're being acknowledged, they're being, messages are coming to them via their subconscious or however things, and life is happening also, and they are struggling but by you sharing with us your struggles, and yet you persevered. You was in that state, am I going insane, am I losing my mind? But yet something made you hold on and persevered to where you received a lot of stuff. You didn't turn your back, you didn't run, you stayed humble in some aspect, and you did that. And thank you for sharing that with us, because why, that in itself, you are helping a lot of younger ones who are in that same position.
Thank you so much.
All right? Not a problem. Humble?
Yes.
You're next.
Oh, I'm next? Oh, okay. I'm up. I was just in the flow, just listening to all the things.
Yeah. No, we're waiting for one of the other fiery questions you could bring now. Let's have us all up there.
Well, my other question would be, Nella, love, are you on the market? Are you ready to mingle?
Okay then. All righty then.
I'm not playing, yo. I can't bring the heat tonight.
Yeah. I can honor the fact that I did close the cycle I manifested a big miracle. My life is transforming. Healing happens when you make the choice to forgive. When you choose, healing happens even in the most, what we refer as darkest situations. There's so much beauty to it. Like, I'm experiencing miracles, and this has happened because I choose love. Because I choose love over fear, over resentment, over anything. You know what I mean? Because I choose to love. So yes, I can say that I have been on hermit mode all these years, and I have been working on really grieving my past relationship so that I can then show up differently moving forward. So yes, I'm excited about what is to come next in my life, because I know that because I know what I don't want. I know how I'm not going to settle down, and I have set the intentions to the divine to be with a divine counterpart who is going to be with me, in our love is going to be rooted in devotion, to be a service to the divinity and purpose, and lots of passion, but yeah, do all the things. But I understand what I'm here for, and there's a bigger picture to love, and I have healed my relationship with just the superficial, the animalistic desire, I'm past that. And so it feels so good to say that I'm open to what the divine is gonna bring into my life when it comes to a divine counterpart. This is not that I'm gonna go looking. I'm not going on an app. I already have all those stuff. I choose to stay single because I knew that I cannot show up if I wasn't over my past experience. And so I walk my talk. So I said, I pull my pants and said, we're not doing this. And so, yes, I am open to receive whenever the divine. It's all the divine, though. It's not me. I'm not chasing. I'm not looking. And yes, I'm excited.
I'm excited for you. And I think it's a testimony that you have worked through and you've walked out what it feels like to have closed doors for relationships that you had karmic ties and connections with, and to really, as we call it, chop wood, carry water. You're doing the work, and it's the revelations of those experiences that help heal all of the corresponding threads that you have with those people. And then what happens is the universe shows up in big ways. So I think it's beautiful for anybody who's out there and, thinking about it. Nella's, universally on the market over here. And gorgeous and beautiful and amazing and talented, and has much to offer, but she's taking applications universally. That's funny.
Send it to the divine, and then the divine, because I have my ancestors right here, and they're like, they're gonna say no next. You know what I mean?
Yes,
If
the cosmic
yeah.
market.
If you don't have a sword, you don't come. I'm just saying,
Intergalactic gravity.
if you don't have a sword, you cannot come with me, because
Yes.
intergalactic gravity. Cosmic, exactly. It's like next level. We meet in the astral, and I said, "Show me.
Yes.
Are you a water bender? Are you an air bender? What? Because you're not bending anything, you cannot bend me." That's a good one.
I like it.
I'm
That's-
seeing all of the things. That's exciting.
I knew this was going to open up something.
Yeah, with me, it's all about the humor. She needs an avatar. You need to be an avatar, because now we're
Yeah.
I'm
Yeah.
not bending. I'm not bending.
Yeah.
Wow. Wow.
Are we a firebender or are we an airbender? What kind of bending are we doing?
Avatar, we're bending all of the bendings. I'm bending everything. I make
Hopefully it's
everything.
got all the elements.
All the elements. Mastery of all the elements if you're an avatar.
I love it.
Let's do some more.
Yeah. Wow. Get in. This one is wow. I think I need to have Humble more on my lives. I think I need to have her as a co-host going forward. All right, cool, beautiful. I love where this is going. Love it, love it, love it, love it. I love the energy in the room, and those in the comment section are loving it also. So, you mentioned your journey and so forth. So, for those who don't know, what are some of the things that you are into? Right, I know that you're into some. Now, again, it's up to you, your preference.
Mm-hmm.
If you choose to tell everyone to choose to say all the things you're into, if you choose to keep some things close to your chest, reserve, you can. But what are some of the things that you are into? Like, for instance, like tarot. I know that's one. But what are other things that you're into besides the tarot?
So I am into ritual and ceremony. I'm into prayer. I'm into meditation. I live my life based on the spiritual principles. I am, I'm a channeler, so I can connect and channel, right? I can utilize tarot, oracle. I also have bones, crystals. I can water scry. I call me a witch. I also, I can channel, hold a frequency to help clear and remove blockages. I can also, I'm into shamanism because I come from a lineage of shamans, and
Right.
so I can do soul retrieval. I can contact the ancestors. I can connect with the mother. I can reveal. So, those are things that I'm into. I am very passionate about my channeling, my speaking, because I am a vessel for the divine, and so I just follow instructions, right? There's no limitations. We are the ones who limiting ourselves. I know I'm a priestess because I have devoted myself to be a vessel to the divine feminine, and so she says, we're doing dancing, we're channeling dancing, we're activating people, we are we do healing, we do all of the things, but I'm into my home. I'm into being the best mother that I can be. I am into embodiment. That's what I'm into it. I'm into embodiment. Okay, I don't mess around. I'm really walk the path of bhakti yoga, devotion. I'm devoted. My life is a walking prayer. You know what I mean? I'm into being here for you guys. I care. I deeply care. I have so much passion. And so I am into the true essence and principles of spirituality. What is to embody spirituality? I honor the divinities. I honor the divinities, and so my life is ceremony, ritual, devotion, is celebration, is honoring, is reverence. This is a spirituality. This is it. I'm here for it. Ah, it's so beautiful. And so I am here to move people because I said, Divine Source Mother, what is it that you want to communicate to your children? Use me as an instrument. And so I open myself to be the vessel and connect and use my words to get people moving and inspiring. I'm here to love you, to support you, to accept you, to guide you. I'm here for you. I'm here to love you. I'm here to love you, but I love you with mercy and severity. Because this is I'm a vessel. This is what I'm into. I'm here to be a service, to be the vessel, to support you because I care for you, because we need you, because the mother needs you, because the new generation need all of us, all of us, all of us. Doesn't matter what you're telling yourself the stories. And so this is what I'm into. I'm here to tell people you can embody. You can embody. You can go from talking into embodiment and change your current situation in your life and transform and become what you came here to become. And there's no limitations to the things you can do. You can access the higher mind, and they will bless you. Your intentions are in integrity to be at service. You can tap into the higher mind. Like I said, they will bless you. They will bless your path. They will gift you a spiritual gift for you to live a life of prosperity and abundance with purpose. So this is what I'm into. I preach.
So you do, so you do, so you do. So you're in a lot of a lot of stuff, right? I mean, I got some more questions, but I want to go back. I want to share it equally with Humble. So I'll let Humble ask her next question, and then I'll swing back to your spirituality.
Well, people talk about having a guru. People talk about not having a guru. And people sometimes have lives about these things, and play checkmate with them. My question to you is, how do you feel about spiritual teachers and wisdom sharing back and forth, reciprocally between people in this day and age, and how it's transformed what it looked like before compared to what it looks like now? And what's your experience? Because I know we can read a bunch of books and, people can tell us the way and all of that. What is your personal experience with this?
So do we need a guru or not? I feel like that's for the person to decide. But if you're someone wise, first of all, you will always know that you're always the teacher and the student. And that this is my realization. My realization is that the divine would use any person to teach you something and to be your freaking guru. You know what I mean? Any person. So how I move when it comes to spiritual teachers and teachings and guru, well, I have higher gurus. The celestials, okay, are the gurus, right? The Devis, the Devas, they are my gurus. I meet with them. They call me into business. So you can accept it or not. We have gurus. And then we always have teachers. The divine will always provide the people that you need to come and help you move forward on your journey. But people lack humility, and that's the truth. When you are moving in this journey with lack of humility, you will not accept me as your teacher, because I had that before. Who do you think you are, Nela, calling yourself a teacher? Well, you know what I mean? All right, well, that's okay. I came into the realization that I was brought to this community because I have many teachers here. For example, when I came and met Jordan, instead of me rejecting Jordan or whatever, right? I can say I went to him and talk to him, and I say, I don't know why I'm here. I'm being triggered by this and this and that. I open it, and he opened it to me, and then he started to share information. I humble myself into receiving Jordan, and then that brought me into so much wisdom and into being here with all of you guys. Okay, so can I tell you know, about a guru? Do we need a guru? Do we need a teacher? Well, it's up to you to decide. I cannot tell you. Like I said, if you are wise enough, you will honor the fact that there are people who have been investing and preparing, and they have mastery over certain things, and they are here as your teachers or your gurus or your guide. But it's up to us to receive it and to honor that. But people have a problem with that. At the end of the day, they are rejecting the divine, because the divine is saying, yeah, right? We have many of us who have certain mastery, certain skills, things that we have been freaking devoted and learning, and it comes also from past lives, and so this needs to be honored, right? I don't need a label, but I can label myself if I want. I say I'm a priestess, I'm a vessel. I'm a vessel for the divine feminine to work through me. It is, if you go into my astrology, you're going to see it. It's there. I've done it before. I know what's up, right? And so what I see is that we have many people who have a lot of skills, and people who have invested their time and their study, and they have a lot to teach the collective, but there is lack of receptivity and humility within the collective. People want to do everything by themselves. You know, I create my own reality. Okay, good luck with that. You know, and so what I see is just that, like I said, yes, we need a teacher, we need a guru, we need a guide. Like, you know, it just is what it is. It's how it is. And so, yeah, this is what we need. We need humility and realize that the divine is taking you into meeting people with certain knowledge, and you freaking need it. You need it. One way or another, you need it. It's up to you, though, if you want to have the humility to receive it. Is that good?
I think it's amazing. I appreciate your perspective and your feedback and your experience, because more than anything, that's what I find value in. Mm-hmm. I appreciate that you're sharing from your experiential reference point, something you walked out. This is not, you know, something you read in a book. Not that I don't appreciate the value of that. I think that there is balance in that. But every one of us has a story. Every one of us has something that we have experienced firsthand. Some of us may have language for it. Some of us may not. And us coming together, we find the balance in that. So being open to that, being open to different perspectives, and being open to someone else's experience and to work with them. We're all each other's teachers. We are all teaching. Mm-hmm. We're all teaching each other something at some point. And if you don't feel like you are being taught something, or you don't feel like you need somebody to teach them what you doing here type, you know. So I think that you have great value. You've walked things out, and I appreciate you coming to this community and sharing from a place of humility, and the way that you show up for the community with your particular gifts, and you communicate with honesty and integrity. One of the greatest things that I have seen you do from a place of humility is to honor when you don't have the answer. That you'll say, you know what, I didn't have the answer, or you know what, I didn't have the right answer. And I have to go back and I have to evaluate that. You're so mutable in the energy, being able to fluidly flow in and out and be like, okay, maybe I got that wrong. And that's beautiful. That's valuable. And I appreciate that.
Thank you.
Wow. Very good. Very well. That is awesome. I feel as though I'm on your wrong live. But I love the questions that she's asking, and it's on point. It's totally on point. It's very much on point. So with that being said, I want to swing back to your spirituality, right? Because what for me was very profound is when you spoke about divine Shakti and the feminine aspect and so forth, the divine mother. How did that come about? How that cultivation came into being? For me, that is very much profound because no one, for those who know me, I am a diehard Hindu. And never have I met someone that I can, and I will say this in public, that had a passion or a love and a respect for Hinduism or that divine Shakti more than me. I'm like, look, you're up in the clouds, I'm on the ground. I'm looking up to you because what you promote and every effort you make is like, wow. So for me, I want to know, how did that come about? How was that journey?
Okay. So it came about when when I entered the womb, my womb, and met the mother within the womb of creation. And she showed up to me um, in many avatars, in many forms. So she revealed herself to me. And in that moment, I experienced the mother's love. I remember, and I remember that in that moment when she showed up to me and she held me and I gave that was before I went to court and I was struggling because when the divorce there was the custody of Julian, right? Being my ex was wanting to have full custody, and I was in the most open. I was destroyed. I was completely destroyed. I entered the womb of the mother, and that's when I surrendered, and I said, I need a mother right now. I need a mother. I need a mother. And so she met with me, and I held my son and I gave it to her. And I said, I surrender my son to you, mother, because it is your son. And you are blessing me with this gift of knowing how do you love me, how much you love me. And so in that moment, I offer her my son and I offer my devotion to her. And I remember that I have done it for many, 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 many lifetimes. And so she received Julian and she brought it to the water. She showed up as a body of water and a feminine figure, and she held me and she held Julian, and we were held in divine love. And I said, I offer you my devotion like I always have, and I will honor the many archetypes of the divine feminine. And this is why you're gonna see me showing up, honoring my sexuality, my sensuality, honoring my physical vessel, honoring my womb. This is why I'm devoted to the mother. I'm devoted to honor her within me and within all of you and within the planet. I do offerings to Shakti, earth, to Shakti, water, to the the primordials, and this is my calling as a priestess. This is what I'm here. I'm here to protect the mother and to bring the divine feminine forward and to help people release shame and guilt, and to empower also my women, the women, right, to stand in their integrity and their authority, and to remember what we're here for, to nurture and empower and hold space for everyone. And so yeah, that's what happens to me. It was in a moment, a very intimate moment, and for that I'm grateful, and I offer her my existence. I offer her my existence. I offer her my existence, And this is why I'm the kind of person that I'm going to do what I need to do, because I walk the path of devotion to the Divine Mother. Of course, she's in unison with the Father, right? But this is why Shakti is all for me. Thank you. Yeah.
Thank you for sharing that. Thank you very much for sharing that. Humble?
My next question is, what do you have planned for your growth and expansion with your spiritual giftings as you move into this next season? So we're headed towards spring, a lot of different changes, eclipses start, all of those things. What are your plans for your business or your spiritual practice to support the collective? Where is divinity leading you?
So at this point, right, I know that I have been closing some cycles, and like I always speak to the collective, we have been working, we're still working through the foundations. We're still working through the foundational work, right? Where I'm at in my journey is that I am finally closing cycles. I have put enough work when it comes to the foundations, right? And where I'm moving forward is I'm in a place of redirecting and revelations, very personal revelation. So how my understanding of working with divinity, right, after bumping my head through the walls and trying to control and working through the aspect of me that wants to control and is impatient and is trying to, figure it out, I had come into a place where, like, okay, I surrender, and I understand that I have to wait for the correct revelation. So how I see myself moving forward as of right now, I'm always studying and learning, and I am really feeling guided to be speaking, to be like kind of spiritual motivator. So right now I'm doing the spiritual motivation, empowering people. That's how I am at service. When it comes to business, I know that there are certain alignments that are coming with certain people, but I understand that there is a process that is unfolding, so everybody's getting ready. So I don't have a plan. I understand that I'm walking through the unknown, and my path is the path of the feminine, is the path of the uncertainty and unknown, right? So there's a bigger picture to it. And so I don't have a plan. I'm just going with the unfolding, because I know that I have put enough work, and now the mother is saying, I want you to be communicating, talking, do this. I receive a lot of information. Even today, I'm charged with a lot that I don't know what is going to come moving forward, but I'm here to definitely utilize my speech. And yeah, my priority is not a business. As of right now, I don't have it. I know that I'm here for altruism and activism. It's a revolution. I know that I'm here for it. I'm here for the earth. I'm here for the animals. I'm freaking fired up. So things are going to come together, and I don't know who, and I don't know how, but I know that the divine is moving pieces, because I know. I know. And so as of right now, I continue following my passions and showing up each day. I'm each day studying. I'm like researching for words and and listening to positive stuff that feed my brain and my soul. And so I'm just kind of in this stage where I am. Things are unfolding, and I'm feeling more confident, more settled within my home and with my child. So things, the work I've been putting in my home to get to receive, things are coming in alignment, right? Because you need to become the vessel to receive. You need to get your life in alignment first, and then your work and your spiritual embodiment, and then things are going to unfold. So this is the truth about how this works. You can have all of the plans for your business, but that doesn't mean that, it's going to happen how you think. So, yeah. Hmm.
Yeah. So yours is altruism, humanitarianism,
Yeah.
more connected with the earth, things that deal with you, whatever you're divinely led to do and whatever you're guided to
Correct.
do, based on what the Divine Mother is guiding you to do in service of that. That is what you're going to offer. And for those who feel led to donate, hey, they can donate. But you're going to keep doing it because you're passionate about this and you're committed to the collective.
Yeah. When you walk this path, you need to be ready to let go of things. Like it's like if I be just settled on tarot readings and this is how, well, they're gonna say no. You were going through a process of doing the tarot readings and doing this, but that is not it. You done that the past life like 50 times. You do you That's your comfort zone in truth. You were taking you over here, but it's not your comfort zone, and you're gonna have to be the student again. This is why you have to work with the aspect of you that holds innocence and humility to be comfortable with detaching out of things and follow instruction and say and learn new things and be open, flexible, and vulnerable. So I wait for direction, and I said okay, but I just invested I don't know how much money in all of this oracle, tarot, books, all of the things. I even have like I do some divination, like African divination, and they're like, no, we're just taking you here. This is where we need you right now. And so I'm gonna go where I need to go.
Yeah, yeah,
Hmm.
being mutable, being flexible, being fluid and going with the flow because their things are going to change. And some people are like that. They have this is their path is or in order to be effective as a conduit, you're going to have to be able to switch gears. And yes, there are things that you got to sacrifice, things that are and I use that term loosely because what I've noticed is people will cleave to or attach themselves to the form that the mother shows up in. They're like, oh, I only know the mother through this lens. She's the form and she's clothing it. That's a word, and I'm going to just attach to that. And that's the only way. They don't realize that there's depth to everything in there. So,
Yes.
sacrifice, what I mean is being willing to surrender to the flow. Okay. Surrender to what's coming. You may need to let go of something in order for something greater to come in. And you've been a great example of that. Nella, you've stood up to, the test of time, I would say, with how much you've had to shift gears and on a dime, just go with it. Just go with, oh, that's got to go. Next, next, next. And it hasn't been easy. So I commend you for your willingness to throw yourself on the gauntlet and be like, yeah,
Lots of work. It requires sacrifice. It requires humility and sacrifice. We can speak about faith, we can speak about spirituality, but to freaking surrender to surrender and to be open to detach from things when our human nature is to be so attached to everything, and so it requires devotion. This is it. We speak about I love you, God, Jesus Christ, whatever, who you believe, but are you willing to walk away, right, from your family, from all of the things? Are you willing to give that sacrifice and follow direction and be humble and find gratitude within your experience, even though you're freaking uncomfortable and your survival mode is on and your nervous system is freaking turned on? Like I turn on, is that correct? Okay, I just scared myself. But it can be turned on too. But you have to surrender even the turn on, because no, you need to love yourself and respect yourself. You know what I mean? Even transmuting that energy too. And so, are you willing to give it to the divine? That's another story, right?
yeah, and you'll see where people are at in their journey and how much compassion you offer to those people who are in a position where their ego is on the forefront and they don't have the humility and they're still learning and they need to go through those challenging experiences. It does require humility. It requires sacrifice, and it's not easy. But the low, being brought low will also elevate you in so many different ways. What is the advice that you have for the collective in steps that they can take if they're at any stage in their development? What is the one thing you want them to remember, and that advice that you can give them?
The best advice I can give the collective is that you must come back to integrity. First, before making any move, before making any commitment, before come back to integrity and come back into your body. Go within. And the only way to navigate this journey is through integrity and going into the body to feel the pain and to meet with the mother. You must prioritize your spirituality. You need a spiritual routine. You need a spiritual hygiene, right? You need to be on top of your mental, physical, spiritual, and emotional bodies. You must. It's foundational work. You must be in so much integrity with yourself that you know where you are so that you stop projecting your shit into anyone. You need to know where you are so then you can say, all right, this is where I'm at. I'm freaking out. I am in survival. I don't know where I'm going. I am attached to this. I'm in lack and scarcity. Okay, number one, I know where I'm at and I am in integrity. I can speak to now. Second, I connect with the divine. Divine, you know what's up with me, right? Why am I gonna try to make like I am now? You know what's up. Guide me. You must cultivate your connection to the divine. You must cultivate your connection to the divine, right? And then attend to your physical vessel, mindfulness. You must practice mindfulness to get out of survival mode. You must get out of survival mode. You cannot be building anything in survival. So, coming back to integrity, I am attending to my spiritual practices, which is loving and honoring myself each day. I'm connecting with my breath. I remember to breathe because without the oxygen, my root chakra gets freaking stuck and I'm in survival, right? So I know where I'm at. Meditation is a need. I'm going to tell you, meditation is a need. The other day, I listened to this video, this girl saying the meditation is not a need, and I was so pissed off. Anyway, meditation is a need. Okay, you must meditate because if not, how are you going to cultivate the relationship with the divine, with yourself, right? You must know where you are emotionally. Stop pretending and stop running from the pain, and ask yourself, what are you ready to sacrifice? What is it that the divine is asking me that I need to sacrifice? I said sacrifice because you're giving it as an offering to the divine. You said, being attached to this habit, to this behavior, to this thing. So I want to offer you to you, mother. And, in exchange, the mother is going to help you heal your physical vessel, your emotional vessel. It will bring blessings of prosperity, of wealth, of helpful people. It will help you out. So ask yourself each day, what am I ready to sacrifice, right? What am I ready to sacrifice? Now, what are 3 things? Let's start 3 things, right? Know your values, because without knowing your values, how are you going to make choices and decisions in your life if you don't know your values? You must know your values and what are your needs. What are my needs, right? So if you come back to integrity, you know what is it that you need, right? Surround yourself with positive, uplifting lions. Don't be hanging out with hyenas, right? You need to be with lions. If you want to be a lion, you don't hang out with hyenas. So who you surround yourself with, who you talk to, who you listen to, how are you feeding your brain, your mind, what are you feeding yourself, is also gonna impact your day, your life, how you're moving, where you're going. Ask yourself new skills, right? What is it that I need to be investing on? What are the new skills? Where are we going? Where am I at in my life? New skills, right? I can keep going. Invest. You must invest. You must invest. You grab your money and say, all right, I'm being guided to do this, right? I'm being guided to learn about tarot. Well, pay for a class, invest, use it, and set time. You must practice discipline. You must be focused. You must be committed. You must get your life organized. Okay? So in order to walk this path, you must make a commitment each day to show up accordingly and properly, because you are just talking about showing up for the divine. This is not that you're doing it for me or for anybody else. The thing is, I guess the big question is, are you ready to embody a true spiritual life? Are you ready to embody a true spiritual life where your choices and your decisions and your life is going to be a reflection of your relationship with divinity? Right? This is it. This is how we move forward. This is what the collective needs. It's okay to recognize that you have fear. If you have awareness, you go into practice of mindfulness. You sit with your insecurities. You sit with the fears, and then you say, all right, help me, divine. You connect, and you will be guided to what to do, who to talk to. But yeah, is that good enough?
I think it's beautiful, and I think
Yeah.
I think it hit the nail on the head there. The negativity, especially, I think that is beautiful to point out. It's like they say, guilty by association. There is, the tainting of the vessel. When you surround yourself with negativity, that vibration and that frequency will bring you down. So look at your surroundings. Look at who you're surrounding yourself with. What are your affiliations and your associations? Are they speaking negatively about others? Is it constantly nagging? Is it why everybody's wrong and how they're not doing it right and all of that? Or are they saying, hey, that was an opportunity for growth? What did you learn from that? And how are you applying it? And how can I support you in that and moving in that direction? When you feel uplifted, when you're uplifting others, that raises the vibratory frequency to a balanced state, where you're acknowledging that mistakes happen and that we are in human vessels and we're having an experience together where we're making mistakes and we are not perfect. Those are important lessons. Those are important things to, tuck into your belt. If it's constant negativity, take a look at that. And to the extreme polarity, right, of both sides, if it is always love and light, take a look at that. We need to be balanced. Integrating the dark and the light, the yin and the yang, is two sides to the same coin. So I think that's beautiful. And I don't have any other questions because you and I talk on a consistent basis. So I love you, and I'm so excited to be here.
Wow. This is awesome. And I admit, this was actually ironic. How ironic. All the questions that, not all, some of the questions that I would have asked, Humble did ask him, but it's the way that she went to them, the way she expanded much more, she went more in depth and aspect to get the answers that we all needed. So I appreciate the way she executed a lot of these questions that got you to answer in the way that we needed to hear them. Because I would say that I am actually learning a lot. With me right now, there is a realization of my journey that I need to assess and all these different things. So by hearing all the answers you have given to the questions that Humble has asked, you have given me enough that I can now try to sort out what I need to sort out in my aspect, because I have hit some aspect of a plateau and I need to shift. So thank you for that aspect. Love that you did that. Right? All these things now, the questions I was going to ask, she had asked them. So this comes to the fun part. This is the fun part that I love. All right? At this point, we are going to place you on a hot seat.
Okay.
I am going to call certain names, and I need you to tell me honestly what comes to your mind when these names are mentioned. And be mindful, you are on camera, so there's no poker face.
No.
Right. But don't worry, it's not a trick to have you look anyhow, whatever.
No.
All right. So, first name first, which will be your sister, Humble.
Humble is my sister. She's someone I call when I need mother's love. She's someone I trust, someone I respect. She's a loving mother. I honor her journey. She's inspiring. She's freaking smart. She's so freaking smart, girl. She's smart. I admire her. I love her communication and her words. My brain loves her. She is an archetype of the Divine Mother and someone that I am so grateful that is in my life. 100%. 100%.
All right. Jordan.
Jordan, I love you, Jordan. I'm so grateful for Jordan. Jordan is a freaking volcano. Jordan is intelligent. He knows devotion. He is inspiring. I understand Jordan because Jordan mirrors an aspect of the divine masculine that I love about myself that at first I was scared of embodying. And so I am so grateful that the divine brought me into him to show me that reflection. And so he's someone I admire, I care for, someone that I support. I don't talk all the time to Jordan, but he knows that I'm here for him and he's here for me. I know that because he's doing the fucking work and me too. Sorry, we're doing the work. And so I feel that, it's the Aquarian ascendant or whatever Aquarian I have, I understand it. And so, yeah, I love him, admire him, and excited for him. And yes.
All right. Lovely. Alien T.
Elliot T is a sweetheart. Elliot T, he provides sacred space for people. Elliot T, he's so cute. His inner child is very curious and loving. He's very empathetic, and he's a great father. And he's a great friend. I love him. I have respect for Elliot T and what he does and what he got to offer. Yeah, I see him. We since we met, it was very like I remember you and you remember me, and I love his voice. Yeah.
Nah, cool. All right, scene. Astro.
My hermano. Astro is another volcano. He's a teacher. He's so passionate. He's so smart. He's very wise. He knows his craft. He needs to really, people need to, if you are not talking to Astro for real, he carries understanding of a blueprint. That's his mastery, and he is here for the people. And so I feel that, the people needs to really take advantage of freaking Astro and understand Astro. He is just very passionate, and there's so much beauty also when it comes to Astro because I also get that reflection of the aspect of me that say how it is, and it's because I'm loving you. So if I love you, I'm gonna tell you how it is. So yeah, I love him. I respect him.
All right, Robin, Soul's Journey.
Robin Soul's Journey. She's my sister. She is kind and loving. She's super tapping. She's very gifted spiritually. With her and she's so smart. She's a Gemini. She's intelligent. I know where she's going, and I'm excited for her. I tell you, Robin, I'm here for you. Every time we meet, and since we meet, Robin and we connect. It's someone that I don't talk all the time, but I understand that she is been moving a lot. I love her. She's a great teacher. She's a healer. She's multi-dimensional badass. Yeah, she's awesome. She's beautiful. I love her.
Right. Let's see. Yes. My Harley Quinn, Pika.
Pika is someone who I hold very close to my heart too. She is so creative and talented. She is passionate. She's a pillar of light. She's a pillar of the community. I love her sense of humor, Pika's sense of humor. I love Pika's inner child because she cares so deeply. Pika's inner child, she is in the world of imagination, and she's here to help people bring their dreams, their ideas into creation. And so she is just a fountain of divine feminine creativity too. I love her. I respect her. Yeah, and she's been there for me, and she understands. I feel like all of you who like are close to me, you understand that I go into my hermit and I'm doing the work, and yeah, I love her. I love her.
I
Right.
just messaged her so she can come in here. I think some of these people are missing, but I'm glad that,
Yeah.
Yeah, Chila.
yeah.
All right. Cool. Beth.
Beth, I call Beth the little mermaid. Beth is powerful, intuitive. She knows how to channel. She is so empathic and sensitive. Oh my goodness. She is so intelligent. Beth is great at giving advice. She is into sacred geometry like no other. She is very intelligent. She is someone I love deeply. It's someone that I also connected because we're mermaids. and she called me Moon Mama. Moon Mama. I'm her Moon Mama and she's my little mermaid.
All right. All right. Sage. I think if I remember, it's supposed to be Callie. Sage.
Kylie, Sages of the Ages. She is another of my sisters. She is someone that I love. It's someone that I care for. I care for her family and her son. She is super intuitive too. She's so gifted. She's so intelligent, and she's also great with her words. And I'm into brains. For people to know I'm into brains, Sage is passionate and loving. She cares deeply. She's super creative. She's another archetype of divine mother that I love. Is a reflection. She's also my mermaid sister too, like Humboldt and Pika. Yeah.
All right. Sarah Lynn.
Sarah Lynn is my mom. I'm saying my mom because my mom is a Sagittarius. So, oh my God, at first with Sarah Lynn, I was like, what is it with Sarah Lynn? I was like, oh my God. Sarah Lynn is so intelligent. And I think that she have great questions. I like how she messes with Jordan and other people, right? Because she's so freaking intelligent. She's knowledgeable. She's a great magician and a great healer too. I respect her. And I also love that I have been seeing another aspect of Sarah Lynn. There is playful and there is out there is someone that I love and I have respect for too. Yeah, I care for. Yeah.
Right.
Aw, yeah, I care
Saul.
for her. You can tell I care for her. Yeah.
All right. Saul.
Soul. Soul, I love Soul. Soul, I love Soul. Soul is my friend. I love Soul. He's intelligent, he's caring, he's passionate, he's devoted to the mother, and I just love that. He is another beautiful reflection of my divine masculine, an aspect that is devoted to serve the mother. So it's at service. I understand Soul's path. I have respect and admiration for him as a son, as a father, as a friend, and as someone who is here to serve others. I think his voice and his brain are just so yummy. He's amazing, and I love Soul. He's so beautiful inside and out. I have deep love for him.
All right. Last but not least, Tantra Child.
Tantra child, Tantra child. I love your inner child. I love how devoted you are to the mother, to the Shakti. I love how passionate you are. You care deeply. You care deeply. I know that you're here to empower people. I love how devoted you are, how at service you are. I love that you reach out and you're very respectful. So I love the aspect of you that is very gentleman, which I really appreciate that. I love how forward you are too. I love that you're here to build and you're serious about it. You are inspiring. I'm grateful for the service, for this space you give. and I see that you're moving forward. I can see that you, just by feeling you, I can see that you are someone who is here to support and embrace people. I love that you have this fiery aspect, and like, and then the aspect of you that love music and rock, that's very rebellious and like, and very volcano in your face. That's something very beautiful about you. But I also love the aspect of you that recognizes the divine feminine within. At least me, that have brought me into a lot of respect for you, and I have felt it very, very honored and respected and very seen by you, which is so. I'm so grateful for that. I thank you.
Well, I can say this much. Everything that I own, everything I possess, from whatever knowledge I have and what is growing now, to all the things I do as Tantra Child, as Ravi, everything, even where I am as an, for those who don't know, I got promoted. So I am now the assistant lead tech in the casino, which means there's a lot of work to be done. So yeah, there's a lot of things, because without that divine mother, this doesn't happen. I don't meet these great souls, the Humbles, the Pikas, the Jordan, the Alien Teas, the Beth, the Robins, and so forth. When I met them, I would say I was literally nothing. I had whatever knowledge I had, but they helped me, humbled, called me, and she gave me a vision, what she saw, to where I should be going to do as Tantra Child. I sat with that. Then I went to Pika. Pika gave me, her most brutal, honest truth. Because of her, this is her design. All my designs that I have so far for all my spaces, she has designed them. Right, checkmate. That she designs that round table. She designs that, and she was there to when I asked her, "How should I do this?" And she told me exactly. If you can tie the past with modern day, yeah, that's what you should do. All right. Alien T gave me his advice. So all of them had input to what Tantra Tribe would become. I did not realize it would manifest in itself as this. So this is my mother putting me my gurus, my brothers, my sisters, my gurus, who I have looked up upon, and they have aided me when I have been arrogant, stupid, a jackass, and everything in between. And they have still loved me and encouraged me to become better. So yeah.
I love that about you. I love it because it takes courage. It takes courage to it takes a lot of humility to do
Right.
those things, and like every time I share a conversation with you, I want you to know that I honor that aspect of you that is very beautiful, and I find it very empowering. This is what we need. So thank you.
That is easily for me, because, and I accept that, because why? If I cannot see my mother, and that could be Lakshmi, that could be Durga, that could be Kali, that could be Parameshwari, whoever that divine energy is. If I cannot see that energy in her, in you, or anyone, it doesn't make sense. I'll give you an example. All right, for me, Humble is a Saraswati. She is brilliant. She's sharp, but she's also kind and loving, because knowledge can be that way, but also she can be brutal in a very subtle, kind way, right? This is what Pika can be. Pika for me is literally a Lakshmi. The individual that she is, who she is as a mother, as a wife, and everything, she is that. But even also, that can be detrimental, because too much of a good thing could be bad, but she is so much of a Lakshmi. You, my dear, are a Kali for me. You are that divine, that unhinged individual. As sweet and as loving as you are, you, in the blink of an eye, you can become ferocious. You can become like an untrained and unhinged volcano that will wipe everything off the face of the earth without any remorse, with any compassion. That is how far you can go, right? Alien T is literally, he is a Lord Vishnu, he is a Sri Ram in that aspect, pious, humble, considerate, and every different aspect. This might, a lot of people might say this is twisted, but Jordan is almost like a Lord Shiva. Very upright, very stern, very commanding, because that is his nature. Right? He's more or less sharp, he's vision, he's focus, and all those different things. So yeah, if I cannot see the divines of who I call masters and mothers in the individuals and show respect to them, what's the sense? What is the sense? So I do that in aspect. So me, I have always seen my mother Kali in you. I have always seen her in every aspect. In every video that you did and how you portrayed, she has always walked with you, and she's always there. And for me, it's like, wow. Right? And I would tell you, my dear, continue to do what you do. But on that same note, I am going to open the live where these individuals that we have mentioned and talked about are going to come up to give you your flowers. So get your tissues, get your towels, get your blankets, because they're going to about make you cry.
I'm already crying when you're saying
it. All of them are going to come up and give you your flowers. So let's see who is coming up to join the team. All right, so let's see. Let's bring some people up here. Sure, you want to bring one?
Message Saul so he can come back.
Yep. All right, bring Astro, bring Alien T, because I know he got to go just now. So if he could come up first and he could say a few things, because I know he has his live. All right, Alien comes up, right? Lovely. Let's see if we can get the rest of them to come up too. Beth. Sales.
Oh.
Uh-huh.
Oh my goodness. You guys, I'm crying already.
Trust me. Yeah, boleh cry more. Ya boleh cry more.
It's been a long way to be able to be here and to be here, to be open to receive.
All right, one more. There was one person, a person with M. Somebody was requesting the guy with person with M. Where? Oh, I'll take Saul. I'll take Saul first, because I'll rotate them eventually after. Because there's a lot of individuals come up. So I will ask the permission of my co-host. All right. So I know Alien T has his live in a matter of an hour and change. So we will let him go first, as he is directly right there. And if he want to ask his questions, or he could wait. But the floor is his.
Okay. Hi, Nella. This is. I'm very excited that you are being put on a place where people can get to see more of you, because I think that's important. People need to see what you have to offer. The first time. Okay, I'm sorry. Are we doing questions or are we giving flowers?
No, well, I know that you have your live later on, so I gave you that permission that you could give your flowers and you could ask a question if you need to, because I know you have your ritual of preparing before you go your live. So I don't want to take that away from you. So the floor is yours to give flowers and ask questions.
So when you were Nella, when you were sharing your experience on the mountain, I had that similar experience. And here's the thing: even before you shared that, when I first, and it was near the beginning when I first came onto TikTok, I came across this fiery. You had all the elements: fire, air, water, earth. I could see it in you coming out and sharing it to everybody. Your gifts, your healing gifts, your wisdom. I felt like that time when I had that similar experience, where it was you knew it was much more than an imagination. It was beautiful, and whenever I hear you speak, um, you know, the energy comes across. You have that gift. We need more Nella. The more Nella, the better. That's all. That's all I really want to say. Thank you.
Thank you. Thank you, love. Thank
All right. Beth?
I was gonna say, is it my turn? Hi,
you.
Nila.
Hi, baby.
I'm not gonna do it. I'm not gonna do it to you. I promise.
It's okay.
I just wanted to tell you I love you, and I'm so freaking proud of you because without you, I do not think that I would be standing here. You helped in so many ways, so many, especially with me understanding my motherhood, and I could never, ever repay that. And I love you, and I'm going to, because Pisces will start crying with you.
Although, I love you. I can feel you. I thank you. I love you, babe. Thank you for being here.
Nine. Astro?
Hello, Nella. Oh, what a beautiful live we had yesterday, connecting again. What you just said, I feel it, the connection. Grateful for you, us having a connection that is from distance, but to connecting from time to time because we're kind of working. We meet in the office, right? And we
Mm-hmm.
talk, and I admire you because it's that connection to the collective consciousness that's in the greater whole. And I give you merit because it's you're putting the work, and that's needed. So, I love you, and
I know.
you're welcome. All right, so that's all.
I love you.
Robin?
Hi, beautiful. Let me turn my camera on.
Ah,
I love you to pieces.
Robert.
You know that? Like, you have been such an inspiration for me. And, like, I have, like, admired you for so long. And, like, you're, like, my big sister, but ultimately, like, you've been, like, my divine mother on so many levels. And, like, the connection that we share, like, even though we don't talk every single day,
Mm-hmm.
girl, when we connect, like, you light this fire within me that's just like I cannot control it, and it's just like, nope, Nella's here, Nella's here, and
Yeah.
I love it. And I know that there's so much knowledge that I've gained from you and that you've shared with me that has been so helpful in my journey, and you've helped me on a level that I can understand, you know what I mean, and relate it to my life and apply it and like be okay with it. And you have helped me accept parts of me that I was like not even close to being like okay with. um and that's hard to do. um and so I just want to say, like, I so appreciate you. I have so much love for you, and I cannot wait to see what you do in this world, because I'm telling you, I know, right? And we're
Oh
gonna
yeah.
connect one of these days. We've got plans. Oh yes. So I just want to thank you for being you and for being part of my life and my journey.
I love you. Thank
I
you.
love you.
Thank you, babe. Thank you.
All right. Brent?
It's
Well,
so
what can
adorable.
I say? I don't even have the words. I've tried. Proud of you. Very proud of you. Because you know what I refer to you as? The Amazoness of the goddess. Like, don't mess with her. She's got that fire. She's got that life in her. Just say, yes, ma'am. But it's the fire that is able to go high, but it's able to warm.
Yeah.
It's like a large warming fire that not only lights up everything around it, but it also lights up to divinity to say, I'm still here. I'm lit. I'm not going to be snuffed out.
Uh,
A never burning fire.
Thank you, Brian.
Yes.
I love you. Thank you, darling. Mwah.
All right. Saul.
Oh no, my soul. Oh my soul.
Nayla,
Oh
turn this off.
no. Oh no.
How are you?
I'm
I want to say,
crying.
there's so much to say. Okay. Oh, man. First, I'm very appreciative to know you because from the first time that I came to know who you were giving a vibe. Literally, you were on a live and you had a drum and you were playing this drum. And I was like, what is she doing? And as you were playing, you were basically creating this spiritual ambiance for the live in that space. And you were directing the energy of that space into this very positive and healing energy. And I had asked you, I said, what is it that you're doing? You said, oh, I'm just blessing the space and honoring. And I thought, wow, this is brilliant. From that moment forward, you've been consistent in bringing absolute blessing to everybody who knows you, especially me. You are constantly providing wisdom. You'll come and you will tell what is truth, what is insightful, what is useful, what is knowledge. You have a maturity when it comes to your spirituality, and I appreciate that very, very much. And I know that the spiritual community is absolutely better because of your contribution, because of the heart that you give. And you're not afraid to be also brutally honest, which is so needed and absolutely just appreciated. So, Nayla, I love you. Thank you so
Love you.
much for everything that you provide and blessings.
Thank you, love. I love you. I love you.
All right. All right, cool. Does anyone have questions for her at this point?
Is it my turn yet?
Well, you're the host, sweetie. You could overshot. You could overrule everybody.
No. I'm not overruling people. I just want to know when it's my turn.
No, well, okay. Well, there are those who are on us. If they have questions, they can ask. If they don't, I may need one or two people to drop so I can bring up like Pika and others who want to come up. So starting from Alien T,
Yeah.
if you got questions, let it roll.
Okay, and I'm going to drop to make room. Also, I have to leave in 10 minutes anyway, but I'll stay in the
It's
comments.
okay, baby. Thank you.
All right.
Yep. So, Nella, I just want to say one more thing. And hearing all the beautiful outpouring of love and appreciation, which is very well deserved. Nella, you are, in a sense, the caretaker of the community because I know you see everything. And I know you weep for us when that is needed. I just want you to know that you are seen and much love to you, Nella.
Thank you. Thank you. I feel that and I receive it. Thank you.
I have a question,
Mm-hmm.
and a little bit on the lighter side. So when you were talking earlier,
Sorry.
when you were talking earlier, so is we're talking about like water benders and fire benders. So is flexibility a must for the person that you're looking for?
Is what?
Is flexibility a must, like a characteristic that has to be available for the
It
person that
is.
you are looking
Of
for?
course.
Definitely. Flexibility needs to be a must for
Right.
my
I just
device.
wanted to make sure that I was understanding.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah, I was just about to talk about the sword, but let's just skip that one because I'm not thinking like it needs to have a big sword. You know what I mean? So
Yes. Oh yes.
yeah,
The sword
yeah.
size always counts.
The
something,
sword
right?
is not big. No, yeah,
Right.
exactly.
I love you. I just wanted to like bring a little bit of light back. And I'm gonna
Why
drop
don't
for
you just
everybody
take
else.
the wheel?
I just
I love you.
I just adore you to pieces.
I
So thank
love
you.
you. I love you.
I'm gonna make her.
Okay.
I love you, ma'am.
I love you.
I love you more. Bye.
Ciao.
Bro, you got Brian up here.
Yeah.
Like, how'd you pull that?
What'd she just notice?
No, because I know it's I miss my Sofia Vergara, like that's my hermano right there. That's my hermano. I can believe you're here.
Lilita, where have you been?
¿Qué pasó, Briancito?
Y'all just can one of the things that Tantra Child said is that we live in this place within all of us that we can all forget when we act like jackasses. So because he had said, and so I'll just say I'm raising my hand, jackass here, okay? And so just know that I know you all. I love you and you love me, and no matter how much of a jackass I've been by not being here, believe me, I'm. When I called Pika,
He got it. He full got it.
oh man, did I get it? She's like, it's like you asshole. Sorry.
Well, because we love you, we just,
Yeah.
we just
I called you a fucker. Get it right.
Yeah. Well, that too. But
Pika's explicit about it.
I was trying to not use any words that would, get us bumped or anything, But
Who are you, and what have you done with Brian?
Lilita's here. Brian has taken a back seat.
Yeah. I love you, and I've missed you. I've missed my spiritual Sofia de Vergara.
I love that. I miss you too. I can't believe you're here. I'm like, oh, Brian is here.
So
So
I
nice
called
to
I
hear
called
you.
Saul first, and then after Saul said, I can't talk to you and I'm in a meeting, I call Pika, and Pika says, I can't talk to you and I'm in a meeting. And then Pika calls me back and goes, I was talking to Saul, and I went, oh, no wonder y'all were in a meeting with each other.
If you would have called me, I would have told you I was in a meeting with the two of them.
Oh,
You
see.
didn't bother calling me. I won't tell you how sad I am.
Oh, see, you done digging your own hole.
Oh, shit.
Digging.
I've got the shovel. I've got the shovel. I'm throwing the shit over my shoulder.
So when do I get to do the flowers thing?
Los
Yeah, no.
Oreos.
I will let you go before me. Go ahead.
Nah, you were up here before me. Go.
I'm the co-host.
Already did, because like the TikTok was glitching hard. Okay.
It was. But that's okay, because guess what? I'm the co-host and I get to, as Tantra say, I get to choose. So go first. Go ahead, Pika.
Okay.
Picasita. Aw, there she
Hi.
is. Hi,
Well, I
babe.
know that you prefer when you actually get to see us. And so I think that's been the theme. And thankfully the camera is working. So Nella, you were one of the handful of people that I first met when it comes to TikTok and the spiritual realm. And I had no idea what I was getting into, and I think you knew that.
Yeah.
And you have definitely been what I would refer to as some of my spiritual mothers, and has definitely guided me through a lot of the learning process and just helping me get into emotions I was avoiding in every freaking way possible, and making that be okay. Making being able to cry be okay. And you are just, you know how like you messaged me the other day. We were on Instagram, and you voice messaged me, and I lit up, and then I voice messaged you and you lit up, and that spark that you have is a powerful thing. And the opposite is also true. When you're upset with us or whatever it may be, like if we've done something or whatever, you can feel it. You can be like, oh no, Nella's upset. Crap. You're powerful. You're powerful. You're beautiful inside and out. Your pink hair is a statement. Like, your videos make me want to move around and join you. Your music taste, chef's kiss. Like, you are one of my favorite people. And if you ever forget that, I will tell you it time and time again. You just have to ask. Because you're my family, and I appreciate you more than you'll probably ever know.
Thank you.
And I love you.
And I love you. And I received that. And I would like to just say it again. It's been a long, long way to be able to be here and to allow myself to receive you guys and to not have a voice that is telling me, doubting. Is that what they're saying is true? And I remember when Tantra Child asked me to come here, and I got really nervous because the first thing that my inner child was saying, what if they don't show up? Right? But this is it. I keep it real. This makes me very emotional.
You pinged.
But this is the truth behind healing. This is the truth behind me, and like to be able that I know you love me, that I know that every person who will come here, you guys love me. I know it now, and I receive it, and I allow it, and it's been a long way. Like you said, when we met, right, and everybody's like, what do you want from me? Do you mean what you said?
Oh my God.
Are you sending negative energy and thought
you're mean and vindictive, and I don't trust you, and all. We were all hands on deck.
Yeah,
like, oh my God, this is too much people.
Yeah, like Brian rejecting me. I was afraid of Brian rejecting me, and then I came to find out his sense of humor, and he was literally seeing me. One day he channeled to me, and I was like, oh my God. So it's just being a long way to be able to be here and to say, oh my God, they do see me, they do care for me, they do love me, and I allow myself to receive that. So thank you.
And I felt that energy, and that's why I'm here.
You're here. That's good. You're like everybody.
I couldn't even pull Brian for mine. I'm just saying.
and then Jordan wasn't alive, and that's a thought I have. Is Jordan going to show up? I can't believe it. Jordan showed up. And then I was so calm.
Loves you.
So calm. So, anyways, thank you. I love you. Thank you. Oh man, it's beautiful.
All right. Brian, floor is yours.
Go ahead, Brian.
Well, I thought I already said what I was going to say, but you know what? I can always say more about my Wonderva Latina. But yeah, I just I'm glad that I'm back, and I'm not going to do the thing where I came back and then I disappeared, and then I came back and then I disappeared, and then I disappeared for good, and then no, it's not going to happen.
I call cap on that already.
Yes, she did. She's like, I'll trust you when you stick around, you asshole.
I will trust you to be yourself, and I will love you through every season of.
Well, I just had to,
He's paraphrasing, by the way.
I had a she didn't really. I mean, she called me worse than asshole.
He definitely knows how to lay it on thick.
Yes, she does.
Yeah. Pika,
Sometimes you need it.
Pika liked the fact. The one thing I noticed about what she said about you was she likes the one thing that's true about herself too. Is that when Pika's mad at you, I actually didn't call Pika for like a week after that first call that I did to her because I was like, I'm afraid she's gonna do it again. But yeah, no, it's true because we all have to be honest with each other. But I also want to be honest with you guys. I'm fully aware that I was, that me disappearing, and not being here for you, and you being and allow not only that, but allowing you guys to be there for me. I miss the fact that I didn't have my Pika and my Humble and my Saul and my, my Sofia Vergara I like calling you Sophia because you do remind me of the Gnostic goddess Sophia. And it's kind of odd that I always call you the Sophia Vergara, but it's really because of that name Sophia, because it's a powerful, strong goddess-like presence, and you have that. And I always like the fact that you called yourself Ma'at, and now you got Venus. I mean, gosh, you're going after every goddess that there is.
I have been within me. I already devoted myself to you and
Yeah.
family. So yes,
But
thank you.
I miss you guys, and I'm glad that I'm glad that I was here to be able to tell you that I think you're valuable, and that I was here to listen to a little bit of what you said, and it makes me feel I have this, like I'm eating a big bowl of macaroni and cheese. That comfort food. I feel
Home.
like I just ate a big old bowl of macaroni and cheese. I got comfort food.
Yeah, I
Back with my
agree, man. Her energy, it's very similar, like, but I like the fact hers is like dual, like a dual energy. If she's pissed about something or passionate about something, it's like a tornado. Like it's amazing. And then when she's in that vulnerable, beautiful, calm space, like I can't really get that fiery. It's like
And
I'm in the ocean.
And the only person that I'm scared of more than you and Pika for telling me the truth is when I finally get Devi to talk to me, because she's going to let me have it. I already know. I just saying that because
Oh,
I saw
that's
her.
for fuck sure.
Yeah, I'm scared. I'm scared.
Devi told me about Indriani, and I remember, I love it with the white elephant, which I have the elephant here. So, anyways, but this is my Ganesha too. So,
Elephant is also associated with Lakshmi. Just
it's
saying,
a,
which is a
it's,
subcategorization.
Interesting. Rather interesting.
So Nella,
that's my love.
my beautiful sister, Mama.
Did we skip Saul?
No, he's already spoken.
You
Where
already
have you
went.
been, Tasha?
You
Where
let
have you
Humble
been this whole
speak. Why
time?
don't you want her to
My
speak?
turn.
You got
No,
some
no,
issue?
my bad. No,
My
she's
turn.
going. She can go ahead. The floor is hers.
My
My
turn.
apologies.
Yes, my turn. Nella, we have been going on well over a year and 4 months now, since the beginning when I first met you and our inner child went to play at the playground.
Yeah.
The inner goddesses, the little ones. I have watched you grow, and I have had the privilege and the honor of experiencing your vulnerability on levels of intimacy that most people only dream of having. And it has been the greatest gift that you have given me and honored me with, to cherish the inner parts of your heart. And I am thankful for that. I have seen how people don't understand the depths of what you take in energetically and to transmute, and the magnitude of your power. But I see you, and I honor you, and I am grateful to watch you in this journey of spiritual devotion to the Mother. And I am grateful for all that you offer in teaching me and being open and willing to allow me to teach you. The reciprocity in this relationship has been, we talk about sisterhood, it's different with you. It's different because we mean it.
Yes.
And we show up, and there's things that you do in the background that you only share with those that you have an intimate connection with, and I'm honored to be one of those people and to help you grow and to pour into you in any way that I can serve you. Thank you for always showing up for me and allowing me to show up for you. Thank you for teaching the community that that's what it's about. I love you.
I love you. Thank you. Thank you.
Damn, that's a tall order to top. That is a tall order to top. But I will try.
My TikTok
All right.
crash.
That's small thing. All right. So I would go now, and after that, my dear, as I always do, I always give the guests to close the live. So when I give you your flowers, you will have the floor to thank all the individuals that you want to thank, for those who are here and so forth and such. My dear, since the day I came across you, you have been an inspiration. You had been a reason. You have been a conviction. You have been a measuring tool that not even I could actually be measured by. Your love, your depth as a woman, as a mother, as a friend, as a sister is beyond compare, is beyond words. Everything that you do has your DNA, but it also has your blood, it has your sweat, it has your tears, it has your emotions. Every aspect of your brokenness, your heart that you have more or less sacrificed for the greater good. Each thing has that in it. And every day when you share those videos, as I said, you share a piece of yourself with us. We may not understand at this very moment how much you sacrifice, how much you give, how much you're willing to do for us. You're willing to sacrifice your own body, your own heart, your own life. If it means sacrifices to walk alone, to ensure everyone is safe, they're protected, you are willing to go that far. Those who have hated you, those who have shunned you, those who have broke you, you have loved them through every aspect of their life, even when they did not know, until they don't know, that you have protected them, you have pushed them, and you have wished them well. When they have spat on you, when they have contradicted you as a woman, as a wife, as a woman, you never change. Seasons came and go, and you stood the same. When people were in their homes very warm and loving and having all those love, you stood in the rain, you played, you laughed with the thunder, and you danced with the lightning. And yet you gave us everything that you were. Out of the muddy waters, you came that lotus that we needed, that white lotus that we needed to adore. And today, tonight, we do that, my love. We adore that white lotus that you have become. You are that white goddess. You are that queen that we have looked upon to guide us, to show us. You are that North Star. And without you, we are poor, we are nothing. And we love you, and we wish you well to continue to do all that you do in the name of the Divine Mother and all that you serve and all that you honor. We wish you all the best, my dear. And we love you. I got to cry.
I know. That's so mean.
because you're channeling mother to me. I know when she's speaking to me through you, because I can see her.
Yes, I can see it as much as I can see her in you.
Oh my God. Oh man, that's a lot.
I want you to look up. I want you to look up one name I'm going to mention. Besides Kali, you are a Parvati. You are a Sati. Whoever comes in your life, my dear, must be a Mahadev, because he's the only one that will be able to sustain her in you. They have to be a Mahadev.
Thank you, Ravi.
Not much.
I forgot to mention your art, so I'm just gonna, because bro.
Aren't you a Mahadev?
Me?
Yeah.
Yeah, kinda. Why?
I was just asking.
I'm a Kalbairava. Yeah, well, yeah, Mahadev himself, yeah.
Oh, Gabe is here too.
So, yeah.
Thank you.
So,
thank
yeah.
You.
So, you are that, my dear. So, at this point, wait, is somebody else trying to come up? If they could come up, I can allow them in, and then you finish it off.
Okay.
Okay, I'm not seeing nobody again. Okay. All right, so at this point, my dear, you are the guest. You get to end the live.
Ooh.
So all the
Okay, but
thank
like
yous are
your
what-
art though.
She has
It
art?
was,
Wait. She
yeah.
Are
paints?
you kidding me?
I
Oh
don't
my
know. She
god.
never. I didn't know
I
this. She didn't share this part.
I dance, I cook, I clean, I
Well, yeah, I
paint,
saw that part when we talked the first time.
Where's your art, love? You gotta show it. It's so beautiful, and you know what it does.
yeah, I
It
have a
has hidden
lot.
meanings. Her art has hidden meanings. She would do this thing where she would make a piece of art and then she would ask us what types of things we see in it. And there's always some deep symbolism in it. There's always some deep symbols she sometimes isn't even aware of, but then when we show her, it's like, oh, that's what it was feeling to me. When I did it, this is what I felt. I didn't really know that's what the symbol meant, but then when I tell her what the symbol means, or when other people tell her that they recognize symbols, she'll be like, yeah, that's what I felt. And so it's totally, her art is totally intuitional, and it's beautiful because when her intuition meets up with the symbolism that's actually in it, it's like it just proves itself. It's that's why it's so beautiful.
Thank you so much. Thank you. Thank you.
Right? Floor is yours.
I mean, oh my goodness, I feel love. I feel seen. I feel appreciated. I am grateful for every single person who's here. I'm grateful that you showed up for me. You guys showing up for me is so important. It really is. You being here is so important to me. It's for my little girl inside me. And thank you for recognizing that I'm here to be a service, because I am. I'm here for all of you. And like Tantra said it, channeling mother, I will do what it needs to be done. And I will make sure that I show up in my best always. For all of you, for all of us, for our children. Oh,
You don't have to show up in your best. You could show up in gritty sweatpants and we wouldn't care.
Personally, I prefer her style though. So like the amount of things that she can pull off that I'm like, I could never. Oh my god. But she just you're amazing. And I hope you truly feel that and understand it about yourself, because you doing your art helped me to start doing mine. And that's something I don't think I've ever told you.
no, but I remember. I mean, I remember telling you, right? I'm always here. I'm always here for all of you. For those who are receptive to receive me, you know. I know that maybe some of you have met me before when I was struggling, right? I was struggling. I was afraid to be rejected. I was afraid. And so I was protecting myself. That I have come very far, and I'm very comfortable sharing this aspect of me that feels humble and it feels loved. I made the choice to be here, and I'm grateful that Divine Mother guided Ravi to come to me, Tantra Child, to be here and say, to ask me to be here so that I can receive this. I was at one point I was like trying to make stories about how maybe it was not a good idea, but I said I'm gonna show up. I'm gonna show up because this is me allowing myself love in. So I thank you. I thank you all, and I love you, and I'm here for you. And like I said, I will do what needs to be done that the divine Mother says. So thank you for inspiring me, because you guys inspire me too. You guys teach me a lot too. I'm comfortable with being the teacher and the student all of the time. So thank you for all that you do. But today in particular I thank you. I thank you for loving me. I thank you for loving me.
All right. I think
Oh,
we want to say
every
something.
day.
Hello, Gemini Mamacita.
Okay.
I can't hear you, Devi.
No.
You're so low.
Can you hear me now?
Yes, we can.
Yes.
Namaste to all. Hello, my beautiful twin goddess. How are you? I just wanted to share my experience with this beautiful twin because to me, she is just awesome in so many ways. I remember when I first met her that she was going through something, and I told her these exact words. I said, "Don't worry, from all this ashes, from all these pains that you're going through, you're not just going to be like the phoenix and rise. You're going to sit on the throne like the goddess Indriani that you are." And she's like, "What is that? What is that?" And I said, "Don't worry about it. Just if you have questions, we'll talk about it privately. But Google it and research it, and it's going to suit you because that is a part of you. Because you're always, no matter what, like Pika was saying that she has great taste in this, great taste in that. Of course, she's a queen in so many ways. And she's always going to be a queen because that is her nature. She is not just a Kali. She is a Parvati, yes. She is a Durga. She is an Adiparashakti. She is an Indriani. She is a Choshi, the most beautiful queen of them all. And she knows it. The only thing is, it took her time to find that beautiful Indriani, that beautiful Chochi in her. And now she's amazing. Not that she wasn't amazing. She's always been amazing. Always. I mean, she's a Gemini. Of course she's amazing. Come on now.
That's a Gemini.
Of course. Come on. She's always amazing. She's not only 2 steps ahead, she's 8 steps ahead. So she is a wonderful, awesome artist. She's a wonderful in everything. She does amazing everything. And like, even in her tarot reading, she goes so into it. It's like, it almost reminds me of Juno when she's sitting on her throne and her peacock has all the eyes and they're seeing everywhere. With her great splendor of glowing heavenly light. That's what she does. So please continue doing the awesome work that you do, the awesome painting, the awesome everything. Just don't let nobody ever try to destroy you in any shape or form. Keep rising up and never let anyone in any shape or form destroy you.
Thank you. I'm like this. I'm like, yes.
Nah, cool. Beautiful. All right, one question, and this is for Saul. Saul, what is your plans for Wednesday?
To argue with you about Will?
Yes. That's your plans. All right. Nice.
I get to make Riddler art again. I'm so excited.
We're gonna get, so yeah, as you heard it from the boss himself. I will be using your latest picture, dude, for the promotion. The one in the suit.
Oh, yeah, go for it.
I will be using that
Don't worry,
in the promo.
I got you, Tantra. I'll send it to you. Do you want which version? I have many.
Send all. Send
We
all.
have some AI versions too.
So
That's
as you
what
hear
I
this,
did.
as you hear it from Saul himself, come this Wednesday, him and I are going to sit down on Checkmate to discuss free will. I will say from this point, I am anti-free will.
Just heard him say will, not necessarily free will.
No, but he knows. He knows exactly where we're going to go with this.
Is it gonna
I'm
be
more-
tame like the last one?
No, it's going to be unpredictable because I got a lot of stuff to swing in. I'm kind of a Robert Pulowski kind of guy when it comes to free will, so I don't know how he's going to go at it. But Yeah, but we'll see. That
We
is
never
about
know
the
how
one in red.
Saul's going to go at it. He'll create the opposite argument just cause.
no, but that's the thing. I love that Brian brought it up because why? At the live, I could twist, I could flip it. I
Right.
can, if he is pro free will, I could make him swing it and say, well, here it is. Tonight, you're going to go anti free will.
I've been in rooms where I go into Saul's, I go into the room in Saul's in it, and he's in a room with atheists, and he's proclaiming that he is the staunchest Christian, and that he believes that the resurrection of Christ and that all this stuff. And I'm like, I know that's absolutely not true, but I'll play along.
He is all about that Jesus. Jesus saved his
Yeah.
whole
Well,
life.
We will see come Wednesday, we'll see her. So let us not take away from the night, take away from the queen herself. Tonight is her night.
Yes.
All right, my dear, it was a pleasure having you. I know that I caught you off guard since the first day when I pulled you up and I said that to ask you, would you sit at the round table? I know that you were saying, what, me? Why me? Now you know why.
Because he follows directions.
Yes. All right. You are a gem, my dear, and you will continue to be a gem, and you will be more. And with every season, we are going to be there with you, no matter what. Be it high moments, low moments, whatever. If you rise, if you more or less should fall for whatever reason, we are going to be there with understanding, love, and faith.
Thank you, Robbie. I love
Not a
you.
problem. I love you too. So at this point, I will bring the curtain down. But wait, hold. Let me not be rude. I will switch. I would let my co-host pull the curtain.
Well, here's what I will say.
Mm-hmm.
Thank you, everybody, for joining this episode of, what do you want to call this again?
This is the fourth.
This is the round table.
Okay,
Yeah.
the round table. Well, because now he's got many. He's branching out. He's spread his wings. He's
But
flown the coop.
this was your idea.
I know, I remember, but now there's many more. There's arms. This thing has grown tentacles. Okay, like which one are we in?
The round.
Yes. Thank you for what episode is this, by the way?
14th. 1-4.
Thank
14.
you for the 14th episode, for joining us for the 14th episode of the Roundtable with Tantra Child. As our host, I am Humble Hollow. As the co-host this round, this is Nella Ma'at, Venus Solarium. She has multiple platforms, and tonight she was the goddess that blessed us with her presence and her grace. And I look forward to the next round. Please join us here again on Wednesday, where Placid wipes the floor with Tantra, and Tantra wipes the floor with Placid.
Well, that one is not. No, that is not.
I got a
okay,
question.
That's checkmate. Eh? So be careful. They may think it's wrong too. That one is checkmate.
I
Well,
got a question.
Go
Who's
ahead.
playing white and who's playing black?
Oh, jeez, would you seriously would ask that question?
Pika, I cannot believe you did
Okay,
that.
y'all twisted it. I was looking at it from
I
from
feel
artistic
so.
perspective. I wanted to know.
I feel so low right now.
See, y'all have the dirty mind. I'm sitting here trying to figure out who's gonna have what on their AI picture. Y'all made it weird.
listen, Pika, it came with the card. Okay, Pika does this 50% of the time, so it was a coin toss. at
You know
this
what?
point.
Sweetie,
fair.
this is what. Okay, let's make it simple, right? Go with the intuition. However you feel it, let's go with it. We will use it as you send it.
Can I make them different colors?
You could. Yes, you can. Send me all because I will do at least 2 videos. I'll do one tomorrow and I'll do one at least by Monday, Tuesday.
Ooty.
Thank you, Nella, our beautiful guest, for gracing us with your time and allowing us to pour into you as much as you have poured into
And make you cry.
And
Yes, we made her cry.
Tantra,
I
Y'all act
made
like
her
that's
cry. I
difficult.
made her cry.
I think it's beautiful.
Wait,
I
hold
think
up.
that she's badass because
No,
she's
hold up.
like she's showing what a powerhouse she
Okay,
actually
she is okay. Making you cry was simple. Making Ella cry is simple also.
Yeah, no, you didn't make me cry.
No, you were okay. You were emotional. The only person I could not make Humble cry because it wasn't me to do that. That was you. Only you were able to do that.
You didn't make me cry.
No,
I want to
nobody
rewatch
made
the
me
tape.
cry.
There
I
was
don't
other
think
people.
I don't remember
made me
Humble
cry.
ever crying.
No.
So if
Maybe
you
she was
made
a
Humble cry,
No, not
No.
me. I know. No, there was a
Nobody made
moment
me
between.
cry.
There was
Nobody
a
made
moment
me
between
cry.
Humble and Pika where closing was where hats were concerned.
Well, yeah, but nobody made me cry. There was no crying involved.
Oh yeah, true.
But
Yeah.
but if you want to know the one person who has made me cry, they're on the panel. That's all I'm gonna say.
That had to be Saul. Nobody else. Nobody else had to be Saul. It would be Saul. I put all my money on Saul. Not Brian so
Saul's
much.
made
Saul.
me cry.
Yeah, yeah. You
Saul
all
made me cry when he showed the picture of him at the gym with his shirt off, and I went, Saul, are you really straight? Really?
Oh my
Brian,
god!
you're married.
Austin, you have a shirt off picture?
He's
You
married
just
and
saw
has
that?
You just gotta scroll down
Dang!
on his TikTok page. He got thirst traps for days.
Oh wow!
Yeah.
Way
He's
to
got
go,
a
Saul.
he got a 6-pack going on an 8-pack.
Well, I don't blame you, my guy.
Get it. All right.
We need to
Yeah.
see Saul's face.
I
Saul,
don't know. I don't
Yeah,
know if
Saul,
he got
where's your
that no
face
more
on
though.
let's see your face right now, Saul.
He's probably got that like eye roll face happening.
I'm too red. It's all good.
Hi, people. It was nice. Come Wednesday, it's going to be epic to see how this goes. All right. I may
love
bring
you,
up
Bella.
extra people. Let's see how it swings. Be on the lookout. I may just based on the comments bring
Wait,
this
what
drag
time?
people.
What time Wednesday?
That is going to be 8 p.m. Trinidadian time. It's going to be 7 p.m. Eastern. I'll probably the correct dates, like how I did the update for Nella. So I'll probably time frame for that. So everybody will know Eastern, Central, and so forth.
Is that the same as Tobago time?
Brian, you really went there? Seriously, you really went there? Wow. Yeah. Hey, wow, he went there. Yes, Brian. Same as the Tobago. Not too sure. Eh? Not exactly too sure, but I will check for you.
All right. I'll talk to you guys later. Love being back, and I missed you guys all. Bye-bye.
Thank you, Robbie.
Ma'am,
Love you, Noah.
if you are free after, could we talk? If you're free.
Me?
Yes, you.
Yes.
All right, cool. If you're free. I know you have stuff to
Yeah.
do, but if you're free. All right.
I love you.
Good
Bye.
night. Little Pika. All right, people. Good night. Sweet dreams. It was a blast. Meet us next week, Wednesday, for Checkmate. I'm out.